Hi, I'm Valkorum and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a beginner's guide for the game City of Gangsters. When starting a new game, if it's your first time, then I highly recommend you play the tutorial as it does provide you with massive amounts of information on how to play. But if you're like me and you just want to jump straight into the action, then spend a few minutes watching this video. Alright, let's get started and please remember to like, subscribe or leave a comment as it really does help me out. Okay, let's start a new game. First thing is you can choose from 3 maps. There's Chicago, Detroit and Pittsburgh. I haven't found any major differences in running any of the maps, so choose the one that you like. Your nationality does have a minor impact as you get a bonus for matching nationalities between yourself and business owners and your crew as well, so choose the one that you like. I've come across American and Russian quite a bit in the nationalities in my playthroughs, so choose the one you want there. Now obviously you've got your character where you can choose your portrait and your name. You can randomize through, or you can just click on male or female and get randoms, but then you can go and change your name as you want. So make sure you find the portrait you want first, then choose your name, because if you just put your name in and then click random again, it clears your name. Right, probably the most important part here is your starting skill. As you can see, there's quite a number of skills you can choose from, but here's 4 that I found to be quite useful. Getting territorial. This is a great skill if you want to expand quickly, as it decreases the initial cost of a front and also reduces the time for a front to control a neighbouring corner. Keep an eye out for future videos. I do plan to do a video just about fronts, as this is a pretty important part of the game. Nice building you've got here is the second one that I've liked. This reduces the cost of acquiring newly controlled buildings by about 20%, while also generating less heat from the cops. You need controlled buildings so you can build your illegal operations such as breweries, distilleries, speakeasy, etc. Now the next one I like is protection rackets. So this decreases the displeasure of the owner and gives you more money per racket. Again, it's to do with your fronts, and rackets are used to help finance your fronts and keep them so it doesn't keep costing you money all the time. And the other one I've liked is street brawler. So this gives you an increase to your damage and chance to hit with non-firearm weapons, so baseball bats, clubs, etc. Early on in the game, this skill won't benefit you too much, but can be a massive help later in the game as you expand and encounter more gangs, hooligans, etc. Alright, once you're happy with your choices, then click on start. When you first load into the game, the first thing I suggest you do is check your safe house. You can tell which building is this by the grey corner outlines. All your future control buildings will have the same grey border outline as well, so it makes it easier to find them. Right, let's click on your safe house and let's see what your legal business is producing versus what your illegal operation you can start. Each playthrough starts off differently, and you can only build 2 out of the 4 or more backroom starting operations. If you want an easy start to the game, then you can keep reloading till you get a business that produces something you can use in your illegal alcohol creation. So here is an example of a good starting match. As you can see, we have a fruit stand, which is producing 8 barrels of grape concentrate every 7 turns. You then want to make sure that the backroom brick wine operation is available to you, as this operation requires the grape concentrate, only requires 6. So you can see we've got the required skill to build this one, and we've already got the barrels being produced. So we're going to be getting a net profit of 2 barrels per turn. So we're going to be no problems whatsoever. So we're only got to worry about is getting some stoneware crocks. This game is turn-based, so spend as much time as you want investigating here. You'll also notice that it's going to cost anywhere from $600 to $1,000 to get your first illegal backroom operation up and running. And you only start the game with 150. As you can see here, the brick wine is 700, the moonshine's 1,000, the cider is 800, and the homebrew is 600. So let's check our storage and see what we've got in there to sell. So we head into our storage, and you normally get a few alcohol types here that you can sell. This is what we need to sell these off to make the money to build our first operation. Once you've seen what alcohol you have to sell, it's time to see if anyone's actually looking to buy this product. There's 2 ways you can do this. One way is to just drive around to each business and see what they're buying. But that will cost you movement points, and you don't actually know if you're bringing the right alcohol with you, or even if they're buying. The second way is to click on the resource overlays in the top left hand corner, and then select the alcohol type that you have and see if anyone is buying. The resource overlays here. Alright, so we had some brick wine. Venues show up here, saying that they're prepared to buy the brick wine. Much better way to do it, saves you time and effort. So now we can go back into our shop. Select the wine. Click on the business. And then talk to them. And then talk about selling brick wine. A really good tip here is if you have some standing with the owner, then hit him up for 20% increase in price. The standing shown at the top of the screen, and as you can see, I've got 23 standing. I do this every single time and they don't get upset about it. So how we do that is we choose the option we want to sell. Then we say, let's talk about the cost. And then we choose, I need to ask you for a bit more than usual, times are tough all around, you know how it is. He might not say it's fine, but he gives you the 20%. Then we go ahead and we sell as much as we can, and as you can see, we're getting $288 from this sale. Rinse and repeat this process until you have enough money to buy your first backroom business. So we can do the same thing, hard cider, look at that place, we can't sell from here, so we'll travel to there, head in, and we'll do the same thing, except I don't want hard cider, I want brick wine. Do this, so brick wine, talk to them again, ask for the discount, and sell. Once you have enough money to buy your backroom business, you should do that immediately. So let's move back to the safe house and head in. Move back here, head into the safe house. First thing we need to do is move the cash that we've collected and move that into the storage. Then we can go over here and we should be able to buy or build our first business. So click on build. Alright, construction is going to take 35 days, which is 5 turns, because each turn is 7 days. But we're on our way now to making money. As you can see, we have 0 stoneware crocs. So we need to go and buy some. We follow the same process to buy products as we did to sell products. We use the resource overlays to help you find it. So firstly, let's grab some cash. And then we'll go to the resource overlays and we'll go down to stoneware crocs. So these are places that are selling them. So luckily for us, there's one in the same section. We'll come into here, see what we want to buy, stoneware crocs. Now, if we hadn't already have bartered a price for him for the selling of products, we could do the same thing here and get a 20% discount on buying. But we can't in this situation. All right, he's got 20, so we're going to buy all 20 of those. It's going to cost us $40. And we do that. Then remember, we need to actually move them into our storage so that our business can get access to them. Now you need to go out and buy some more stoneware crocs so you have enough for your first run of brick wine. Right, this is where I'm going to finish the guide. I have plans for other videos about this game, so please keep an eye out for them. Thank you for watching, and please remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment as it really does help me out.